seems to be an awful lot of sad stories in the news today, and there are thousands missing. Does anybody care? We built a channel where we talk about those faces. Talking news. Debbie. Cassie Barnes has still not been found, and it's been 2 years since her case first hit the spotlight. Breaking. Chattanooga and Middle Valley both behind bars. Sarah Galloway was found. She wasn't found alive. What happened to Sarah Galloway?
It's too heartbreaking to share.
Children are still missing. Children like Dorsey. You're in she. You just got away with it. Welcome to Talking News. Hello everyone. My name is Debbie. We use big stories to push little faces.
Hello everyone, welcome to Chasing a Murderer Talking News. Right now I don't have a mic, so you'll have to excuse that. But right now I wanted to share some information on the Gabby Petito story. There's so much going on right now, it's hard to keep up. So on this video, what we're going to do is cover some interesting things that's going on with celebrities following this case. So who am I talking about? Well, we're going to talk about have you heard of the bounty hunter dog? They say that he's a famous television personality and real-life human tracker. Few people caught him on video at Brian Laundrie's parents' home in North Point, Florida. Brian Laundrie being gone was a sketchy situation already, where when he returned from Wyoming, he was in his fiance's van without his fiancee, Gabby Petito. If you're not familiar with this story, jump back and check out my other videos. So we know he returned back to Florida September 1st. We also know, according to neighbors, he was seen going camping with his parents. Before that, he was riding a bike and going on long walks in the neighborhood. After that camping trip, though, no one's really seen Laundrie. And not only that, a lot of people suspect that the parents are involved with the disappearance of Brian, and that the car that they found at the reserve was actually a setup to mislead police and investigators. There's another TV personality and host, the guy from America's Most Wanted, that has a lot to say about that, and it's gonna knock you off your feet. It did me, and I'm gonna play that for you shortly. So a lot of people say that Brian is very skilled with survival. He's able to live in bare necessities. Not only that, he's capable of staying on the down low, which he's done pretty well so far. They seem to have given investigators and the FBI quite a little slip, because they have no idea where he's at right now. They continue to search the reserve that he is last known to be. His car was at this reserve, and the parents pretty much said that they were concerned about Brian and that he had gone missing. Now they have this very sketchy defense attorney that's making statements for the family, and one of those statements kind of insinuate that he knew Gabby might have already been deceased. So a lot of people in this whole entire nation, they're not very happy with the Laundrie family. In fact, they're calling them Dirty Laundrie. Tonight, there's been several memorials for Gabby Petito. Many people sending out their love and support to the family, and a lot of them referring to her as Butterfly. Interestingly, you had this woman by the name of Joy Reid that actually said something was pretty bad about this case, because she felt like this case was being addressed because of a color. But guys, people are saying all kinds of things. This case has really gone crazy. So anyways, let me run this clip for you guys. So America's Most Wanted host, Mr. Wash, he is bitter and he is angry. He starts off talking about the resources he thinks that are being wasted searching for him at the reserve because he doesn't think he's there. So News Nation has the full entire interview. Make sure you go check it out.
And take his assets and put it back into the funds to look for that.
Eventually, that is going to happen. And at some point, he's going to need some food, some shelter, and maybe some additional clothing.
Well, I've done some fugitives that were dumber than Brian. I mean, he and his family, the dirty laundries, they've outsmarted police, and he's got away and all that stuff. I've had guys stay out there for years. You know, if he makes it to Mexico, he can head through South America. He can sell drugs. You know, he can do a whole ton of things. I caught guys that were running, parasailing stuff on the west coast of Mexico.
I'm putting my money on you for this one, John. I'm putting my money on you for this one. But I do want to ask you this, because there's a good chance at some point Brian Laundrie may be watching TV in the diner that he might be in, or at the gas station, or wherever he might be. If you had a chance to say something to Brian Laundrie, what would you tell him?
I would say, turn yourself in. Do two things, Brian. Turn yourself in, but you won't. You're a coward. Now you're facing the death penalty. You brutalized this girl. You're a real big guy. You 90-pound woman. You brutalized her, broke everybody's heart. So either turn yourself in before the cops shoot it out and kill you when they catch you, and spare this family the torture, or kill yourself. Do the right thing, Brian. In your whole life, you've never done anything brave. You're just a coward. So go out there in the woods somewhere, but at least so we know where your body is, so the dirty laundry mom and dad can bury you somewhere, because I know what it's like not to have a body to bury. All I got they found of Adam's remains was his severed head. So turn yourself, kill yourself somewhere and spare this family from a horrible trial. Ashley, you know how horrible the trials are. Parents sit in the courtroom and they show pictures of your children in the, partially decomposed out in the desert. They're torture, and the families want to be there. So, Brian, the right thing for you to do is go somewhere and off yourself and save everybody a lot of trouble. And when they catch you, don't forget, buddy, you made a huge mistake. Wyoming's a death penalty state. I told your lawyer, bring him in. He won't have to face the death penalty. He can make a deal. This guy's giving the parents the bad advice the whole way through. Because when they catch him, he's either going to get killed by the cops when they take him because he's a coward. I say kill yourself now and save people lots of money. And they ought to take whatever assets the Laundrie family has, and whatever that lawyer has, because I'm going to push. He's aiding and abetting. He knows everything about this case. It's way past lawyer private client privilege, and take his assets and put it back into the funds to look for. He's not net swamp, Ashley. Everybody in America knows that. He's not net swamp.
Very frustrating to see all that work and all that money. But John, it's great the work you're doing, that you're getting all these tips, that you're getting all these viewers to check their devices and see if there's an image. And I can't tell you how much I've appreciated all you've done for this program this week. I'm going to give you a plug.
So there you go, guys. He was very bold. He was not holding back, not a little bit. You can tell he's angry. And the whole world is angry, because it does appear that the parents did assist as well as the attorney. And this does not go good for people who they don't support, people who help speculating, allegedly, murderers. And this is because he had already been approached by police before she disappeared. The couple had gotten into an argument. He was more than happy to make her look like the aggressor and even let her go to jail if need be. Of course, we didn't know the truth at the time of what was really going on, but now that we do, we can see that he's real quick to have no type of guilt. I really do believe he would have let her go to jail. She was crying and upset, and he showed no emotion. All he did was try to fool the police. So I think we're going to find out that he's a bit of a psychopath. He lacks emotion, he lacks remorse, and right now all he cares about is Brian. So he continues to be on the run, and the investigators are looking for him. So now we have celebrities getting involved. but thankfully the good kind, ones that might be able to help. I hope that bounty hunter is actually going to look for Brian, because the investigators and the FBI are definitely struggling. Of course, we don't know if they're just putting up a front that they're searching, this reserve, and still looking somewhere else. Okay, guys, I wanted to share this with you before I went to bed. So absolutely share below what you think about the celebrities being involved, and what do you think their intentions are, and what did you think about what Mr. Wash said about what Brian needed to do. Love you guys. Don't forget, we still have other people missing. Here's their faces. Share them. And I'll see you guys soon.